All right, Joe. Well, good to see you again, man. How you been?
Good to see you, brother. I've been great, man. How about you?
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, congrats on all your funding lately. So, wanted to
Yep,
take a few minutes and just ask you a few questions about the program, if that's all right.
no problem, man. Shoot.
Beautiful. Well, let's start off with your general thoughts. What are your general thoughts of working with zero interest mastery?
So the biggest thing I took away from all the stuff we did together was just honestly how easy it was and how quick it was. There were a lot of misconceptions that I had going into this. First of all, I had no idea that you could get 0% credit for that kind of limits 50K, 100K, 150K. I had no idea you could get these things without like having years worth of financial stuff for your bank, all that kind of shit. And, doing it in under a month. So I got 70 grand in less than a month. And that was really like, I mean, I had no idea you could do that kind of thing, honestly, man. It just opened up a whole new world for me.
Yeah, yeah. And we're starting on your second stack in a few weeks, right?
Yes. And the second stack, I would like more money actually. And so now that I'm familiar with it from the stuff that you've taught me, I think we can double that hopefully. So that's what I'm trying to achieve now is like at least 100K, maybe 150K. That's my goal.
I love it. I love it. And what are you doing with the funding, if you don't mind me asking?
Airbnb arbitrage right now.
That's
So
right.
I have 3 units, and I'm looking to scale into more units. And so the units are costing me anywhere from 10 to 15K each. And I would really like to scale up pretty hard in 24. So I would like another 100K of business funding for sure.
Awesome. And in order to scale Airbnb arbitrage, funding is a crucial piece to get the furniture, I'd imagine.
Absolutely, man. Like I said, 10 to 15K for every unit to furnish, plus security deposits, first month's rent, all that kind of thing is usually like another 5K. So probably around 20 grand a unit. And I would like to add 10 units in 24. So um, even getting 200 grand would be great. But 100 to 150K is definitely my goal. And look, having seen the results from the first go around and how quickly it happened, like I have no doubts, man. Zero doubts.
I love it. I love it. Well, you kind of answered the question that I had next, but it was, do you think it's possible to get 100K at 0%? You're at 70 right now. I mean, that's one card and we still got plenty of banks left.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I don't know what the fucking ceiling is. It could be 500K, man. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Um, but I think 100 or 150 is on the low side. And so I always set my expectations low. And if you get me 200, 250, then that's just icing on top of the cake, man, honestly.
Yeah. And we haven't even tapped into blocks with you, which are business lines of credit, but snap of a finger and we could get you 100K easy, no problem if you need
Dude,
it.
I've never even heard you mention that. So like the fact that there's another tool is like, that's great, man.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. All right. Well, appreciate your time. What's last question here? What do you think was your hardest part? What do you think was the hardest part about working with us and getting the funding, all of that?
Wow, that's kind of a loaded question because honestly, there wasn't anything difficult about it. Um, Really nothing. That's kind of like going back to what I said earlier. The fact that it was so easy is mind-boggling, bro. And I know it's different for everyone. Everybody's got a different situation. Everybody's got different time constraints and all that kind of thing. But for me, it didn't take a whole lot of time on my part. I don't know what your timelines looked like, but it was so easy, man. So as far as what was the most difficult thing, I mean, I don't think there was anything difficult, to be quite honest.
Yeah. So you came to us with a awesome personal credit profile and you had some established relationship with banks. So you were easy. Yeah. Like I said, I think it was a month,
It was a
2
month.
weeks, month that we got you that.
It was a month, and I didn't have my LLC yet, actually, man. Like,
Yeah.
I started my LLC, funded it. That took a couple of weeks. Um, Made a few transactions, applied for the cards on week 3, and then I had approvals on week 4. So it was inside of a month, essentially from A to Z. So yeah, I did have good credit and all that kind of thing, but I definitely didn't have anything else. So if you already have an LLC and you already have your business running, then maybe it would be 2 or 3 weeks. I don't know.
Yep.
But yeah,
Yeah.
it was very quick.
We actually say 10 to 14 days for anybody who comes to us with an LLC ready to go and sparkling good personal credit. So it can be that quick. So yeah, we could have moved a little bit quicker, but yeah, the LLC setup. So I guess I want to ask you, you'd recommend this program for somebody who has a business idea but doesn't have funding for that specific idea.
Absolutely. For any business, every business needs funding, and I don't care what it is. Everybody says you don't need money to make money. That's not the case anymore. Whether in your Amazon or an e-commerce or an Airbnb arbitrage or whatever the case, you're going to need some money, whether it's 5, 10, 20,000 bucks, but why not get 50, right? Like, why not get 100? Like, let's have a cushion, man.
That's what I say to everybody.
It doesn't take any more work.
Because little known fact, you can use the money for whatever you'd like to use it for. I'll just say that. So plenty of investing if you keep getting funding.
Yes. I'll also say this. The first card you got me was a Chase Inc. card, and I got 900 bucks on the first 5,000 I spent. Like, unbelievable. Oh, and I got 250 bucks for opening a bank account.
I know, it's free money.
It's free money.
I tell everybody who signs up for my program that I could almost guarantee that you will pay for the price of admission with the credit card points that you receive. What could be better than that?
Nothing, dude. I have a lot of FOMO right now because I'm 46 years old and I have so much FOMO that I haven't been using these points and getting all this free money, man. It's nuts.
I know, man. I know. I love it. I love it. All right, man. Well, I won't take up too much of your time, but appreciate it and look forward to our next meeting.
Thanks, Ryan. Peace out, brother.